All right, Kathleen, I just wanted to give you an accompanying video because we're going to be spotty on getting together, just so you can get some concept of what I'm trying to achieve here with Morning Has Broken. Um, so first measure, you'll notice it's a 3/4 time, 3/4 time. So quarter note gets the beat. There's only 3 beats to the measure for quarter notes. So similar to what we just did in Galway Piper. It's in the key of C, as you can see, because there's no sharps or flats baked into the entire song. There will be, spoiler alert, down on page 2, 1 F sharp, because I gave you a standard D chord. But we're not going to worry about that for right now. So all we're going to do is worry about the first 3 lines for now. All right, so you are resting in your C position, and you'll notice that what I've done you as a favor is I've kind of done everything in root position. I've done everything where it's running upwards. Look at the second measure, look at the third measure. For the very most part, you are just going from your 5th finger, pinky, to your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because 3/4 time is waltz time. Okay, so that's why we're getting the 1, 2, 3. Now you could play this song in block form. So remember the letters at the top of the measure. They are your cheat code. So for example, in the second measure, left hand, we know we have C, E, G without having to read each of those 3 notes. We know it's C, we know it's the C below middle C, and we know what chord we're talking about. So C, E, G. What do we know about C, E, G? We know that it is all white, and every single chord I've given you, with the exception of that one I showed you down in red, is going to have white notes. Every single one that I gave you is going to have 2 white notes in between with the same kind of comfortable 1, 2, 3 hand position. So because I did that, I decided to make you branch out and learn some other chords. The very next chord in the third measure, first line, is a D minor, and that sounds like this. And again, notice a very familiar pattern here. So basically, oh, Rob, how do I learn this? It's easy. You know it's a D. You put your finger on D and you follow the same exact pattern. And then later on, you can read the notes and confirm as an exercise. And completing the first line, we're going to go up to G, because we see the big G up there. And we know it's below middle C, and we know our G chord is G, B, D, because you know that one. Okay, so now how does this work? You now know everything you need to do in your left hand. First measure, you do nothing with your left hand. It's a rest. Second measure, you do a broken C chord. Next measure, you do a broken D minor chord. Next measure, you do a broken G. And I would hit pause here and practice that. Then the next way you're going to learn this song is you're going to realize that on the second measure, you just come in with the C. On the next measure, you come in with, go figure, a D. And that's the, and then this one's a little complicated. So let's talk about the last measure of the first line. I am having you descend from B, A, G. And remember, that's regular B, not B flat, B, A, G, while you're playing the G block chord. And the easy part is to think, my hands are coming together. So like the first. All right, let's try the next line. And again, you can hit pause, keep this, work on that, and then decide when you want to get to the next line. The next line, even though it says F, so we're at line 2, that's measure number 5. You can see the 5 in the top left corner, reminding us if we counted 1, 2, 3, 4 measures on the first line. 5th measure is the first measure of the second line. So the F reminds us that it's an F built on an F chord. And so you'll notice if you look at your bass clef that it starts the standard F, A, C, root position F chord. So you know that one. I put a B flat in just to remind you that even though we're in F and even though B flat is the norm for F, in this song, the writer intends you to stay in the key of C in your right hand. So this measure is a little difficult. There's an A. And do you see the dot next to that A to the side of it? That is not a staccato. That would be on the bottom. That is an extra little bit of a beat. So you hold on that one a little bit, and then you kind of quickly make up for it, and then a regular beat for the third note. So mourn is going to be dragged out so that you can play the left hand like this. I'm going to go super slow. A with the F. A in the left hand. B quickly. Back to A and then C. So I just went right in naturally. I had to feed into the second measure, second line, which is a C in the left hand, C, E, G, and there's a G is played up to finish the ing. Now the same thing is happening that you saw with the G in the first line. This C, the next measure, it says blackbird, we are going to be running, but this time we are running up from middle C in the left hand. Blackbird has, and the left hand is following us up with the C, E, G. So here we go. Blackbird has. Now spoken, we're back to a new chord, E minor. So E minor is the same pattern. And E major, which is what we were going to be learning, has a bright sound to it because it has a sharp right here. But the only reason I've baked an E minor into your song is, or this song has one, and we're learning it, is because we can keep to the same hand pattern. So you just see the E, you know to find the E and follow it up with the same hand pattern. So I'm backing up a little bit. And it goes, now here's that last measure. So it's spoke, and it's dragging it out, as you can hear. All right. Same thing here. The next chord you're going to be playing, this is third line, 9th measure, is going to be an A minor. A has a black note in it. Bright chord, dark chord is the relative minor, which comes down like this. But look at the hand pattern. All you have to know is you put your pinky on A and build the same hand pattern up. And you can double check yourself. You can certainly see that the middle finger is on C. That's an easy one. And now you know 2 notes above is E. So here you go. And of course we're playing A in the right hand. I'm not even going to try to explain what a sustained G4 is right now. They break the pattern a bit. This one we're going to work on together. So you can just do whatever. In fact, just don't play the left hand, just play the right hand. So just play it like the first bird, okay? So like the first. Now when we get to bird, that's a G chord, and you know that one. So like the first bird. All right, we've just done the first 3 lines of Morning Has Broken, and I think if you approach it this way, along with your scales, your chords, you're going to be surprised how fast you learn this relative to what you've done before. Look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Enjoy yourself.